Edition of the NBA. Greg, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Trey Murphy is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Sadiq Bey. And it's Queen in at the 5. Now here's Turner. Shot clock at 6. And the layup falls.
Yeah, a frame like Turner's is made for inside scoring. Broad shoulders, long arms, all the right physical tools.
Here's Queen. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. On the basket by Jones.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Clock up 2 there.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Looking at Milwaukee, they took the win in their last game against the Chicago Bulls. And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker, but Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Now here's Williamson. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Pass to Bey. Fires from deep. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the coaching staff has to be happy with how they've shot the ball here early on.
Outside, Porter. Turner with the screen for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. New Orleans has gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Williamson looking it over. Pass to Queen from beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Kuzma. And again, the Bucks miss. New Orleans leading by 7. Bounce pass from Bey. Pass to Queen. Here's Williamson. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on Bey. Back to Turner. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. He talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you, Kev.
Allie, thank you so much. Bobby Portis is checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for A.J. Green. The Pelicans also changing it up. Poole comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Fears is subbed in for Herbert Jones. Williamson against Portis. It's Trent on the wing. Pass to Porter to end the drought. It's hauled in by Queen. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Poole on the wing. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Rollins the pass to Turner. The kick out to Porter. On deep, Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Well, when you have Trent Jr. on your team, you want him taking threes. That's why he's out there.
Poole with it. To the left wing. Here's Fears. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Fear. He's out there with Jose Alvarado. Eve Nisi is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Matkovic in at the forcing. Now, here's Trent. 5 points in the game. Anthony kicks to Trent. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Portis. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
To the right side. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Matkovic. Now, here's Poole. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Trent.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you guys.
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Different look for Milwaukee. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Nance. Green comes in for Gary Harris. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Anthony. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Williamson outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And stand the NBA equivalent of a human wrecking ball, that is Zion Williamson, when he's on the floor.
Well, absolutely. The only problem that Zion Williamson has really had in this league is staying healthy. He is virtually unstoppable going to the basket and an extremely underrated passer who creates a lot of great shots for himself and his teammates.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Pelicans shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Fears. GA, the Pelicans reshaping this roster, but plenty of long-term Pels still in the lineup.
Kevin, continuity matters. They've got talent, chemistry, and have weathered the storms together. Now, can they make some real headway?
Turner's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Queen's checked in. And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Here's Trent. Zion Williamson making his last shot. From deep, Green. It's hauled in by Queen. Queen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Now here's Williamson. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Jones, no luck. And so Green will bring it up for the Bucks. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Kuzma against Williamson. 5 on the clock to stop the run. Pelicans pull it in. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fears' shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Green kicks to Kuzma. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Williamson, the pass to Queen. Back to Williamson. Shot from 16. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks trail by 11. Porter finds Green. And here's Kuzma. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Kuzma against Williamson. Kicks it out to Jones. Shoots. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we've reached halftime in this one. Pelicans on top. They're up by 8. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Thanks, guys. I'm alongside Coach James Borrego. And, Coach, a nice effort so far. What's the key here in the second half, though?
Stay with our defense. That's the key. When we have our opportunities, push the pace. But we got to get stops, push it at them, and keeping a rhythm offensively at our point.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the New Orleans Pelicans.
As a team, you love a night like this when the game feels simple. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. Pass, shoot, score, repeat. And pass, shoot, score, repeat.
Nothing else to add to that, guys.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
We've talked about in the past, going on the road removes the distractions of home. And it can bring you guys closer together if it's the right group.
Yeah, but you still have people you barely know asking you to comp tickets. Oh, I hate the road.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And, unfortunately, Coach, the Pelicans still looking for the franchise's first deep playoff run.
Yeah, just 2 playoff series wins since their arrival in New Orleans back in 2002. They've had some tremendous talents, but the stars have yet to align.
We've got Miles Turner. Kevin Porter is out there with Rollins. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Kuzma in at the 4. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Williamson. Following the miss by Kyle Kuzma. Williamson outside. For the 3. Queen can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 8. And here's Green outside. Bay pulls it in.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Williamson, the pass to Queen. Jones looking for an opening. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Queen's got his second bucket of the night.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here's Porter. Hasn't made one yet. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break. Missing their first 3 shots.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The NBA has style. Commissioner Adam Silver said this is a unique league. It's also a lifestyle brand. There's a strong association with music, fashion, culture, and also art. And the way to grow the sport is to appeal beyond those who are hardcore basketball fans. That's where our success has come. Back to you guys.
Yeah, but we sure love those die-hard fans, don't we? Thank you, Allie.
All right, they got one on the board in the second half. Now you want to see more shots start to drop.
Here's Williamson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
Stan, every night, Kuzma finds a way to contribute on the offensive end.
Yeah, Kevin, look, I think what Kuzma does is he'll find a way to score the ball. He'll do it running the floor. He'll do it cutting. He'll do it on the offensive boards. And he can make jump shots. He's He's got a lot of ways to score, and he can take what the defense gives. Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Anthony's checked in for Kevin Porter. And New Orleans also making a change. Fears he's checked in for Williamson. There's a minute 47 left here in the third quarter. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Shoots the three. Kuzma pulls it in. Bucks trail by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Anthony, the pass to Turner. Basket, good. Turner's got 6 points.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Now here's Bay. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Jones from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
So they take the lead. Green's got his second bucket of the night.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent's checked in for A.J. Green. And Porter subbed in for Rollins. And here are the Pelicans now, trailing by 2. Pass to Alvarado. The 3 from Poole. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo dishes to Anthony. From deep. That one doesn't drop. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bucks ahead as they score 12 in a row to finish the quarter on a big-time run. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball on the court for the Pelicans. Getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Jordan Poole. Eve Messi is out there with Zion Williamson. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Fears in at the shooting guard position. The Bucks leading. Outside Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Trent. Guarded by Poole. Trent can't hit. Well, for New Orleans, shooting at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Williamson. Now here's Poole. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Sneaking out to the corner. We don't normally see Poole there.
Porter looking it over. Shot from the wing, and that one swishes right in.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Fears with it, covered by Anthony. Over to the left wing. Here's Fears. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Right to the rim. Aggressive approach when it matters most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Substitution here for Milwaukee. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Queens checked in. Bay comes in for Jose Alvarado. Jones checked in for Poole. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Fears. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Here's Bay. Williamson left side. That shot, no good. The Bucks leading. Now Turner. A nice little jumper in tight.
A guy whose confidence has really flourished. Turner isn't shy about stepping up.
Williamson in the post. Orders there. Jones outside. Bay with the screen for Jones. Here's Bay. A three-pointer. Good.
As this game tightens up, Bay showing that steady hand.
Kuzma against Bay. Oh, softly lays it in.
And easy to see why they turn to Kuzma in these moments. They trust him to go get them.
Now here's Williamson. Driving to the basket. That does not go.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Now Turner. Stolen by Jones. Lets loose a three. Cleared away by Turner. Bucks have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Kuzma. It's off target. And it's Bay with the ball for the Pelicans. Williamson up top. Puts one up from 19. Cleared away by Turner. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Zion Williamson, first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Milwaukee, Kevin Porter Jr. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
That's in there.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
And the free throw, no good. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 4. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Kuzma rips down the rebound. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
And so the Bucks take the win.